minutes. I can tell you that this officer was waiting for the suspect to make his way onto the freeway. This is a plus in a way. If the California Highway Patrol engages, which this officer seems to be doing, lights and sirens will at least give some folks the heads up something is happening, and everybody knows. You hear the lights and sirens, you move off to the right, or at least you're going to be looking around to see what's going on, and that's going to give a lot of these folks the heads up. Hopefully nobody's going to get injured, but the speeds, take a look at the speeds, guys. Once you saw that law enforcement, now we're up into 115. We're well into the triple digits. So now that BMW really starting to move. Carpool lane wide open, Tony. You can take a look. You were asking about the traffic. I'm going to do a little bit of a wider shot. The sun's coming up. Everybody's driving there. They've got the sun in their eyes. My pilot this morning, Jeff, is also having to deal with that as well. But that's going to give that driver some issues, and of course everybody else down there as well. You got the sunrise coming up. I'm sure the visors are down. People are probably squinting, and this guy driving in the emergency lane at 100 miles. They're definitely going to I got the word from Jeff, and he's talking to the law enforcement that they are definitely going to re-engage the pursuit. It does look like he lost the front wheel, and that just, it just sent chills through me, because now he's going to have the problem of braking and any kind of serious injury. But again, this BMW continuing to move along here on the right lane now, 3 tires, 4 rims, and a driver seeming to be very desperate, or at least trying to prove a point this morning. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. I can't say that enough. Looks like maybe we're going to get an off-ramp here. No, that's just dust from the emergency lane. But it looks, I thought maybe we're going to be getting on an off-ramp right there, but we are definitely not. So this car continuing moving along here, 60 miles an hour, lesser traffic, just going about probably 30 or 40. Yeah, just spun it around, and that's what I'm saying. I'm hopeful that that driver might have injuries, but probably nothing life-threatening. That car just basically spinning around right there and facing the wrong way. We don't know. Hopefully nobody else collided with it afterwards. This BMW now kind of blending a little bit into traffic. I got to get Jeff to get us a little bit more over it. I don't want to lose it behind a sound wall here. But we saw this, now we believe that there's 2 people in that vehicle, at least 2. Somebody was throwing some things out of that car. Don't know if that's a distraction or possibly trying to get rid of some of the evidence that during that burglary. But still taking these very dangerous maneuvers. I hope that the driver's plan is not to bump into somebody and create a problem, because he seems to be getting very, very close to some of these other vehicles. But there's definitely something else just coming off there. So maybe the car is starting to come apart. If that's happening, that's good, because it'll help bring this thing to an end. Right now, though, he has to stop it. We won't be able to see it. But right now, that the car definitely coming apart. Yeah, definitely. And you know, he's just grinding it down and grinding it down. Hopefully it'll start getting to the point where, you know, he'll lose something important, very important, like an oil pan. Start losing that oil. That what? Get away? He's not going to get away. But right now, if something was in front of him and he had to brake hard, I find it hard to believe that that vehicle could stop in a timely manner. And that's really what I'm concerned about, and I'm sure a lot of the law enforcement watching as well are thinking that same thing. 91 freeway, you can see it right there. Speeds 50 miles an hour. The rest of the vehicle is probably going about 30. This one's clearly disabled and still getting very, very close to a lot of these other cars. Surprised the blinker still works on that BMW. They're right there. They're right there, yeah. Yeah, they're right there. The lights and sirens are definitely going to be helping the situation. You can see the California Highway Patrol, they have the advantage right now. That officer is slowing down every now and then speeding up when needed, when safe. That's probably the better way to say it, when safe. More parts of that rim just flying off and probably hitting a lot of these other vehicles right there. Again, you know, people at home might be like, oh, you got a chip in your paint, big deal. I like my car. I don't want to have any chips in my paint. And, you know, and this guy just kind of just flying through there. More and more parts just keep flying off of the car as he's passing all these vehicles. Is something to watch for sure in California Highway Patrol. He appears, that driver, that CHP officer, definitely going to get a gold star when he gets back to base today, for at least for effort, trying and keeping up with him. If he gets off the freeway, I think that CHP officer is going to be very aggressive and try to do that thing. I think we were there a while ago. We passed that point. That's the point of no return. Yeah, this BMW keeps on driving. It's amazing that the other tires are holding on. That front one, don't know how he lost it, but at least he did. And again, California Highway Patrol right on this tail right there. It's had to slow down probably because of some safety issues. Oh, he hit a cone. He hit a cone. So that definitely means that there is some construction coming up. I'm wondering if the emergency lane might be closed out here. If it is, that might create some more problems for that driver. But right now, I'm kind of hoping he just gets off the freeway to see if he can do that pit maneuver and everybody can go home happy. Here we go again. He might be able to do that. As long as he's around those other vehicles, they're not going to be able to do it because they don't want that vehicle spinning out into somebody else's car or property. So right now, continuing on, 63 miles an hour, older BMW, 7 Series, on that emergency lane, California Highway Patrol right behind him. Look at all that smoke coming out the bottom. He has got to be bottomed out. He has got to be bottomed out. All that heat being created, there's got to be some oil. I'm surprised something hasn't caught fire as already underneath that car. Yeah, he did open up the sunroof, but a lot more smoke coming out of the bottom of the car. Hopefully that thing is going to, maybe he's starting to get smoke inside the car. That could be as well because of all, something's definitely changing right there. Something is definitely changing. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay. And doors open. Is he really going to try to run? Oh, what's CHP doing? Okay. Jesus, guys. 2 people inside. We were asked by law enforcement to keep an eye on the passenger. So we're going to keep an eye on this guy right there the best we can while the California Highway Patrol is, if I can keep an eye on both of them, I definitely will. But they usually separate there. Got on the other side of the freeway. Jeff, we need to get over to the we're moving Skyfox the best we can. We'll keep an eye on him. To get away. I hope they don't try to carjack anybody. That's kind of what I'm worried about right there. You know, there he goes. That's the driver. I don't know what happened to the other guy. Yeah. He is definitely trying to get somebody, which is, oh, they're both right there. They're both right there.